Welcome back to Hot Take Sports, episode 114 for real this time, because apparently we had a number wrong last time.
We don't actually know. We'll figure it out.
Our editor should figure it out.
Your editor's kind of stupid.
I can't.
That's true.
That. I'm starting today. I am gassed. I had a very long day yesterday, and it bled over into today. Got the day off from practice, which was nice, because I definitely needed it. Got a big old exam tomorrow that, it's that time of year, mid to end of November, where professors just shove everything down your throat because they're like, oh, crap, sorry, guys, I didn't get all of this in when I was supposed to. So It's on you guys now. Good luck. So I am tired, but I'm happy to be recording a podcast and not studying water and wastewater.
Clean water.
Or not. I did see that, yes. Thank you.
Good.
I hate sports and I don't ever want to talk about them again. Isaac.
Glad you're on the podcast.
Sports life is tough today. Hate my class. Yeah, Brady.
School, baby. Let's go.
My sports life is not miserable but annoying. I had A class.
Whatever you need to tell yourself.
I was gonna say that's very debatable, but okay.
Well, I do want to say miserable because then you hit with the it's not as miserable as mine.
That's true. At least you have the walleye.
Yeah.
Did they win today?
No.
Oh,
They lost in shootouts.
No, they did not.
Happens.
B-Hawk the Rock. Man, gave us this here puck. Shout him out. Just realized there's stickers on the backside. It's even cooler. Not the
Brandon
B-Hawk.
Hawkins signature? That's crazy.
No, not the B-Hawk. Just like it makes the puck cooler.
Yeah, we'll have to get a case for that.
B-Hawk had 2 goals today.
Sure.
He's now up to 9 for the season through 8 games.
Yeah.
He's him.
And we did get a text from Leo today. He had an opportunity to send one singular text while he was on the boat. So we do know he's alive.
He's floating.
While he's on vacation.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We don't know if he sent the text or not, but it at least came from his phone. So
that is true in all technicalities.
He should be back in a week or two.
He'll be back next week. I just don't know when he'll be on the pod again.
Yeah.
Probably not until just tonight.
Probably 2
It
weeks.
should be December.
Yeah.
So yeah.
About 2 weeks for Leo.
But I think we should start the podcast with a little segment we like to call
We don't have a title. It's just Clayton, right?
No, it's investigative reporting with Clayton.
Oh, yes.
all right. Well, I got a lot of crap I need to say on this episode, so I guess we'll start with the positive stuff.
Makes 2 of us.
Yesterday, the latest update in the BGSU
positive?
hockey hazing scandal
It's not
came out. Richard, I'm talking. You shut your
Don't
mouth.
spoil it. It's his segment.
The next step happened. The police report was made public. It was 19 pages long, and yes, I read all 19 pages. I sat down before the football game yesterday, and I read every page. For those of you who want to check it out, go look at BG Falcon Media. It's on there. But the summary of it was, from what I gathered from it, was Austin Swankler is a dirty liar, and he is a piece of garbage who dragged our program through the mud for no reason. The report starts off with an interview with Swankler. He's talking about what allegedly happened and stuff like that. And then they brought in, I want to say, between 6 and 8 for current players, some freshmen, some sophomores, no seniors. But they talked about the events that were going on and stuff like that. And Austin Swankler's story did not fit in with literally anybody else's, which was really funny. Every other story matched up and said there was no hazing going on. They all hate him in the locker room. He's referred to as a cancer. He's known in the hockey community as being a terrible teammate. One time a hockey team from the Pittsburgh area came over to BG to watch a game, and some of the kids on the team were asking other guys on the BG team how he was in the locker room. So that kind of implies that he has a reputation of being a terrible teammate. Yeah, I'm happy he's gone. I hope he steps on a Lego tonight. And oh yeah, the team he transferred to, Michigan Tech, is having problems of their own. This weekend, there was some audio released of their coach arguing with a player and threatening to hang him in the locker room. So he is being investigated for endangering player safety right now.
That's crazy.
It's flying around on Twitter. You guys can go listen to it.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, that's Michigan Tech is in shambles right now. It's really funny.
Live on pod, trade pending. Do you really? Why? Do you really need Dalton Kincaid that bad?
Better than what I had.
Okay.
That is such a useless trade.
Dalton Kincaid and Michael Pittman for Amari Cooper and George Pickens. I mean, I get it. Amari Cooper isn't going to have a quarterback the rest of the season, but and George Pickens is just mid.
It was more
also a locker room cancer.
Yes.
It was more productive
Also
than trying to make a 3-team trade that involved Isaac. So because now Isaac can just go trade with Peyton.
Didn't you used to have Michael Pittman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't you complain about Michael Pittman every single week?
Yes.
I complain about Chris
And now
Olave
you
every single
trade
week.
him, traded back for him. No, I know because we sat here and they kept trading to, or they kept throwing the ball to
To Downs.
Jeter Downs. Yeah,
Josh Downs.
Jeter Downs is a baseball player.
Yes, he is.
I was close.
But yeah, then I traded Pittman, and then the next day
He went off.
He whined for the football, and he's been really good ever since.
Yeah. All right.
But it's fine. So I'm gonna get Brees Hall now. So
mid trade. Anyways, you can keep going, Clayton. That was a lot less exciting than I hoped.
That's pretty much all I had in the college hockey sector. To summarize, Austin Swankler's a dirty liar and a piece of crap teammate, and I'm happy he's gone. So
well,
we don't need that crap. He was like threatening to transfer all the time. Like guys said that he doesn't take criticism like at all.
Well, no, he's the star. Doesn't have to.
Yeah, everybody was super angry that he was portrayed as the star when they all hated him.
Well, it do be like that. But you know what they say? If it stinks in every room that you walk in, check your shoes.
I'm not sure it's shoes they usually say. I'll go with it.
What would you say?
Pants.
All right, sure. I've never heard anybody say pants.
Really?
No.
You know what the situation this is?
You being dumb?
No,
the Hot Take Sports podcast.
No, the S over Apple Cart situation.
Well, no, because we're saying the same statement, just slightly differently. The S over Apple Cart thing just doesn't exist in my mind because I've only ever heard it from right there and right there.
Don't point at me. I don't say that.
It was me, not him.
But I thought you had heard.
Yeah, screw off. I don't say that.
Okay, fine. We're on the same team then. Relax.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man meme.
And he intentionally tries to use it now, and it never works.
Really funny. No. He's gonna be sitting beside you on the bench during a game. Some dude's gonna follow you, and Leo's gonna lean over and go.
He just went Apple to
All
right. Yeah, whatever. So, anyways, Swankler's a wanker.
Yes.
That ends that topic.
Title.
Yeah. Followed very closely by Draymond Green.
Same category.
Hey, Jaden McDaniels had it coming.
For what? So what we're referring to, in case you guys live under a rock, is the Warriors and Timberwolves played on Sunday. Timberwolves won. There was a little verbal scuffle, we'll call it, between Draymond Green and Anthony Edwards. You can find the audio for it because it was released and everything. Not safe for work language. Not the point.
Bad words.
But then they played again on Tuesday in the in-season tournament, and Steph Curry wasn't playing. And it was funny because Rudy Gobert was making a joke in the locker room before the game that, Draymond doesn't want to play because his buddy Steph Curry isn't playing. And obviously, we all know Draymond looks like he's nothing without Steph Curry. So he was joking that, Draymond's just going to try to get ejected from this game. At a minute and 30 seconds into the game, Clay and Jaden got into a pushing match on like a box out after a made shot. Jaden ends up ripping Klay Thompson's jersey like halfway down the middle. They start pushing and shoving. Rudy Gobert's trying to pull them apart, and Draymond Green just runs up behind him, grabs him in a headlock, and just pulls him across the court for no reason.
Clayton, have you seen the video?
Yes, I've seen the video.
Seen the video. He doesn't live under a rock.
All right, yeah, I'm just making sure you'd seen it. Clayton's a busy man.
He was one of the first people to talk about it this morning. This guy.
Hey, I stood there and watched it happen with you. All right,
that's true.
It happened before either team scored. That was my favorite part.
My favorite part was the first 3 points of the game were all Rudy Gobert free throws.
That's what I say.
He also ended with 9. So.
9 free throws.
9 points.
Oh, worse.
Not worse because Cat scored a 33 and we won. So
all it takes is no Draymond, Clay, or Steph for Cat to get.
No, the reason we were going to lose is because they all got ejected. Brady looks at me and goes, "Hey, they just handed you guys a free win," and walks out of the room.
My bad.
Yeah, you tried to blow it for us.
Yep.
Which is really funny because I was on my phone looking at the game and I was like, "Oh man, they're losing," and I clicked on it. And it goes, "Who is this dude who's got 12 points?"
Yeah, Brendan.
I don't even know what his name is.
It's a weird name, and he looks dumb because he wears a bandage like over the side of his eye.
He would.
Hey man, only half his eye hurt.
I guess. I don't know. He looks like the
Podzimski. Brandon Podzimski.
Sure, you can say that. Bless you.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just the second coming of Nico Mannion, in case any of you know that name.
I don't know either of the people you're talking about, so therefore they don't exist.
Nico Mannion was a Snapchat hooper, basically. He was one of those guys, and he kind of made it to the league, but I think he's in the Warriors G League system now.
Dario Saric is their starting center
now?
He started last night.
Sure.
What?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Dario Saric.
That Warriors team is in shambles, and I'm okay with it.
Yep.
But we play the Suns tonight. Second half of back-to-back. We'll see what happens. The big three are all playing. But it's okay because Jaden McDaniels will be nice and rested up to guard KD.
That's a good thing, though.
Because he played a whopping minute and 30 seconds last night.
My team is 2-0 in tournament and 2-7 out of tournament.
Hey, you guys can win the in-season tournament.
That'd be so funny. Oh my gosh.
I
still don't get what's the point of the tournament. It just seems so stupid.
So the whole point is that nobody really pays attention to the NBA until the NFL ends. But then there's nothing worth watching in the NBA after like the beginning hype dies off, the first 10, 15 games or so, maybe 20, which is like middle of December. So you've got like the Christmas games that are kind of exciting. Nothing until the trade deadline and like the All-Star break, which All-Star break's not even exciting anymore. Nobody cares about the All-Star game anymore. And then nothing again until the last like 10 games of the season when the playoffs start heating up again. So the whole point was to keep like engagement up during the season and keep people more engaged.
Well, they're doing a terrible job because all I do is make fun of the courts and I don't watch the games.
Yeah, but you didn't watch basketball in general in the first place. So
yeah.
So you're like the hyper casual fan. This is for like
the NBA irritates me.
That's fair. I really only watch my team and a little bit of the Cavs maybe. And if there's like a matchup I really want to see, I guess. Which is
I watch a handful of Cavs games. I would be willing to bet I watch 10 Cavs games a season, maybe.
Yeah. I try to watch most of the Timberwolves game. Like they play the Suns tonight. That'll be fun to watch. So I'll watch that one as much as I can.
Cavs waiting.
Trailblazers.
At 10, yeah.
Yep. With no Darius Garland.
My team likes to only play when there's football on. So.
They only play on Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays?
So it feels like
Saturdays?
sometimes. It's really funny because your last two days have been Friday and Tuesday. But I worked Friday night, so I couldn't watch it. And
we both know you wouldn't watch it anyways.
I've watched more games this year than I did last year.
That's fair.
Because last year's total was like 2. But
yeah. I at least have something to watch this year. I'm just happy for that. We have the best start we've had since 2004. And we're on a 6-game win streak. 7-game win streak. 7, because we're 8-2. And we started the year 1-2.
We haven't looked good.
No.
The other thing I have to watch.
And haven't been healthy.
No,
I was going to say, it's already, we're 10 games in and we're not
offense
healthy, so.
Which I don't think he should have done, but.
No. Darius Garland just hasn't been as efficient this year.
No, not yet.
That's kind of what I've picked up.
I saw people say that they just should have not brought back Bickerstaff for this year.
Which is kind of surprising because he made them good.
Yeah.
And then he changed everything up. Now we're mid.
Yeah. You guys should get a win tonight. Donovan Mitchell should drop 40.
Who do we play tonight?
Trailblazers in Portland.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, they just lost us last night. You guys got it.
Yeah, and they're on the second night of a back-to-back.
Oh, yeah, we're good then.
If we lose, I'm going to be mad.
I ain't going to lie to you. So ESPN Bet just started. It took over the Barstool sports betting. But they do one of those, make your first bet, you get $200 in free bets. But they do it in increments of 50. So I have one of my $50 bets on Donovan Mitchell dropping 30 tonight.
I like it.
I've always believed in Donovan Mitchell, so that's a good bet.
Thank you, Clayton.
You're welcome.
I'm glad.
Clayton, I'm glad you've always believed in Donovan Mitchell.
Always.
Yep.
Always.
He really thought he was the next John Stockton. Rudy Gobert was the next Karl Malone. That they were going to lead him all the way to the NBA Finals.
Where they would lose to Michael Jordan.
Which would be
LeBron,
I guess. Yeah, I mean, he was out east that entire time, so yeah. Ta-da! Don't take it so literally.
My brain is fried.
Don't take it so literally.
Well, hopefully for Gobert's sake, he's not going to be the next Karl Malone.
I hope Rudy Gobert's not Karl Malone. You know what he is this year, though? D-boy. And it's been wild to see him actually play well.
You know,
you just need this season to get acclimated.
Shut up.
We're going to spend the entire life of this podcast dunking on Rudy Gobert.
Yes, we are.
And he's going to make the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's already like a 3-time defensive player of the year.
Exactly.
He's already basically in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly. And then if he wins it again this year, that's 4 times. Then he's just a lock at that point.
Yeah. Especially when the... No, I'm just kidding.
How many depoys do you think he could win to become a first ballot lock? Like how many do you think you'd have to take?
4 or 5.
9.
An entire decade of depoys?
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Bro.
I didn't stutter.
The fact that dudes like Anthony Davis don't even have one, though, still blows my mind.
Rudy Gobert, I'm not going to say he failed the eye test the last time out, but he definitely didn't pass.
Well, see, that's the problem is if you watch Rudy Gobert try to play the offense, it's like watching 4th grade basketball. You just don't. The defense is great, though.
His quote last night post-game, well, his first quote was Draymond Green's shenanigans was clown behavior. That was really funny.
Accurate.
But he was describing the last play that the Warriors had. And his just like the way he described the play was very insightful defensively. Because he saw Chris Paul driving down the lane, saw he had Darius Saric in the corner, called out a mismatch between him and Kyle Anderson. He checked Chris Paul in the paint, knew he was going to kick it to the corner because Chris Paul is obviously a pass first guy and never even looked at the rim. So he stopped him in the paint and then sprinted all the way out and still blocked the shot in the corner. It was really just like the way his mind works defensively is amazing, which just blows my mind how he can be so incompetent on the offensive.
Incompetent, look like a giant giraffe.
Yeah, bro's hands are so bad.
Actually, that reminds me. I saw a clip today. Sorry to change the sport just for a second. I saw a clip today from Manning Cast. Patrick Mahomes, listen, easy. Patrick Mahomes was on Manning Cast, and Peyton.
Oh, great! This is where we're going with this episode.
Peyton
Yes.
goes, Patrick. What do you think they do on this set of downs? It was right before Cortland Sutton session. He goes, I think they're going to run it twice, and they're going to play action pass for a touchdown. Devontae Williams run. Cortland Sutton toe tap touchdown on a play action pass. I was just like, what?
Patrick Mahomes has also been playing the Broncos multiple times a year for like 6 years. So even with the change to Sean Payton, you still have a pretty good idea of how a team works.
Oh, and Rudy Gobert's probably played the Warriors, 24 times now?
Yeah. Hey, I found one of those BBs from earlier.
Yeah, I think
Nice.
that's the one.
Were you guys playing airsoft in the house?
I
We weren't
may or
playing.
may not have been shooting at Isaac, who was holding a pillow and had his eyes covered. Promise, he had his safety sunglasses on. Mom, don't worry, it's okay. Homeowners, landlords, I promise, no holes in the wall.
At least not from airsoft rounds. Anyway.
Yeah, no new holes in the wall. Those ones don't count. Those weren't us.
Those are the idiots that built this house. Anyway.
Yeah. So, anything else on basketball?
No.
Who's you guys like top 5 for MVP right now? Just like a general idea.
A 4.
Lamar Stevens,
All right, so you're done.
Cam Reddish,
Mute him. Turn his
Austin
mic
Reeves,
Austin Reeves has been so bad.
Sir Thompson, because I saw he had a good game
I
last
like
night.
that one. Sar Thompson.
And the only reason I said that is because I saw he had a good game last night.
Say
And
Chet Holmgren because he beat Victor Wembanyama yesterday.
actually, I'm gonna go with them as my bottom 2 players in the league because they're overrated, and I hate everyone who says they're gonna be good.
Say Keontae George.
They're both gonna be good.
Say it.
They're just not gonna last, dude. They're both gonna be out of the league by 30.
Put $1 on it.
Yeah.
By the time we're 30, wait, okay, so when they're 30, we're gonna be 32.
Yeah.
31.
Yes.
Because Wembanyama's in 04.
Yeah, he's 19.
Chet might be.
I think Chet's 20. Chet's an 03, I'm pretty sure.
Let me look that up real quick. Chet.
Wait, finish your list with Keontae George. He's good.
No,
Yeah.
he's May 1st of 02. Hey.
Hey,
May 1st of 02.
yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, how do you feel that he's a stud in the NBA and you're sitting on the couch talking about him?
We've had this
Ah.
discussion last week.
Gosh, that makes us feel good, huh? Also, interesting scenario. He was born in Minneapolis, Minnesota, which means Chet's going to be a Timberwolf someday. Let's go.
Nah.
He already plays in a nowhere city. What makes the difference?
What? He's going to go to Utah.
No, he's got to go to Minnesota so he can play with Rudy for Rudy's last season.
Oh my gosh, that would be so
Then he can
funny.
replace him.
Don't tease me. I think
you're going to trade Cat for Chet straight up.
Don't tease me with that either. He's been playing really good lately, but I sure wouldn't mind.
No, Matt's gonna get Julius Randle for Cat. That's just what.
All right, now I'm ready to jump off the cliff. That's the last thing I want. Julius Randle's.
I'm sure that the Celtics, as long as you continue to eat Gobert's contract, would give you Lamar Stevens for Rudy Gobert straight up.
Yeah, all right, that makes sense. I think we can get off of basketball then. SGA is looking like an MVP candidate.
Yep.
Ant just won Western Conference Player of the Week. He's obviously not going to be an MVP candidate because he's 22 or whatever. Tatum has been an MVP candidate. Luka's been an MVP candidate. And obviously, Jokic is always up there.
THT's not our starting point guard anymore.
Aww.
Oh, Clippers are off to a bad start. That's the only thing I wanted to say about that.
Oh, yes. Horrible. And the Harden era is awful. That's not true. The Clippers were actually off to a really good start. Then they traded for Harden.
Well, okay. Fair enough. That's what I meant.
0-5 or 0-6.
Have they won a game with him yet?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
I'm just gonna type into the old Twitter in the search section, Harden era, and see what comes up. 17 hours ago, Clippers are 0-5. 2 days ago, 0-4. That has to do with the Lakers blowout. That's a waste of time. Clippers in the Harden era. Here you go, StatMuse. Thank you. 28th in offensive rating out of 30 teams. 25th in defensive rating. And 29th in net rating. And 0 wins. So the question is, who's 30th?
Got to be the Grizzlies.
I was going to go Wizards.
Okay, yeah, that's a good choice too.
But I could see Grizzlies too.
Yeah, I'd probably say I agree with Clayton. Take Grizzlies.
Let me look it up real quick. Somebody
I'd probably have to say Wizards though. Them and Jordan Poole and Kuzma. Clown show.
It really is a clown show over there. Come on.
The clown show is what we're going to talk about when we change sports.
The worst team in net rating is the San Antonio Spurs at a negative 13.4.
Come on, Pop. You're better than that.
Wait a minute. Where does this have the Clippers at? Am I blind?
What website are you using?
Probably.
NBA.com.
Good.
This has the Clippers at 14 with a 1.1. Nah, that ain't right. Where does it have them in offensive rating? Top of the offensive rating, Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers, just saying.
Reese is him.
I guess those are just in the Harden era. Those probably aren't for the full
Tyrese,
season. So they actually might still be around 15 since they were so good before he came.
Yeah.
Because I guess the 29th is like over a certain stretch.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so shout out to Tyrese Halliburton. He had 52 points and 38 assists or something like that.
Yeah.
With 0 turnovers over the last 2 games.
He's
And beat the one loss 76ers. Yeah. Well, he was really good last year. They were like the 4 or 5 seed until he got hurt for half the season.
He did pass the eye test.
Did pass the eye test. I want to see him play so bad. Their team would just be fun in general to play.
Yeah.
Or to watch play. Not to play. They just suck to play against.
We could very easily take a day trip to the Pacers Stadium.
Yeah, when I have money, I'll let you know.
I was gonna come bet that when I have free time, but that makes sense too.
Fair enough.
Matt, just win some more sports bets and you'll be good.
You're right. Once my parlays start hitting, y'all going to see me. You ain't gonna know they're hitting, but you're gonna see some changes. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, gonna look like Kingpin from Marvel. Walking around with a diamond on a cane.
Hey man, there's no losing. There's only how's that saying go?
Well, you can never lose in gambling. You can only quit.
Yeah, there you go. Small setback for a big return.
Yeah, exactly.
Please gamble responsibly.
Nah, you do whatever you like.
I gamble responsibly. I just enjoy putting out baby bets.
Yeah, bro was telling me about his parlays the other day. He goes, "Yeah, I had this 10-cent parlay and this 10-cent parlay.
It's funny,
but this 10-cent parlay actually hit." I'm just sitting there laughing
because you don't feel bad about losing a 10-cent bet, but if it hits for $3, you're like, "Dang it! I should have put that for $5. I'd be going crazy."
Oh yeah. Imagine not being able to sports bet yet.
Yeah, it's tough, ain't it? Look, they're struggling so hard. Can't you tell?
March.
My mom looks at me the other day and goes, "Man, you're gonna get me to download one of these apps just so I can mess with it." I'm like, "Yeah, Mom, start the addiction." I mean,
the addiction, the fun. I mean,
get the itch, scratch the itch, Mom, scratch the itch.
Brought to you by absolutely no one, because
somebody sponsor us.
Yeah, we have no sponsors.
Underdog Fantasy.
No. Underdog Fantasy would be so useless to have in Ohio because you can only do the fantasy options.
Yeah.
You can't actually do the what's it called?
Pick'em.
Pick'ems is illegal in Ohio.
He wouldn't know that because he's also still illegal in Ohio.
But once I go to South Carolina for Thanksgiving,
Underdog Fantasy.
Yeah, because I put money in the account like an idiot. But it's okay. I'll use it eventually.
Can you tell me you didn't want to just do random monetary
drafts? I did. I literally I put one in. It was like a $3 game, and first place got like $1,000, and I let it auto draft because I was like, I didn't win. In case you're wondering.
I gotta beat.
All right, we can move on from sports betting, and we'll take a little break and come back with college football or something.
NFL.
Clown show, professional football.
Football in general. So as you know, we are Hot Take Sports. So we enjoy sports in general. Brady, what was your favorite sporting event you've ever been to?
I would have to say probably the playoff game between the Guardians and the Yankees at the end of last season in the playoffs.
Oh, good one. Isaac?
Browns Bills.
Bills. Leo?
Yeah, my favorite one was this Crew home opener this year, being front row, witnessing the magic of Lucas Zelleran.
Oh, yeah. Great time with the boys. Clayton?
One of my personal favorites from the last year was my dad and I went to Milwaukee to watch the Dodgers play the Brewers. Got a new stadium off the list. Sat first row right field. Sweet.
Nice. Home run ball?
Over me. I watched Freddie Freeman hit one directly over my head.
So
and
close.
Mookie Betts played catch right next to me, so that was kind of cool.
That's sweet.
Got on
That's
ESPN.
Right, you're on ESPN.
That is true.
We, as a group, went to a Timberwolves Cavaliers game in Cleveland earlier this year, so that was super fun. And you know what every single one of those events has in common?
What would that be, Matt?
We used code HTS at SeatGeek to get $20 off our purchase.
Exactly. There's nothing better than saving money and supporting your favorite content creators, being Hot Take Sports. Make sure to use code HTS next time you check out at SeatGeek. Tickets not only for sporting events, but concerts, comedy shows, really anything that requires tickets. Summer is coming. All of your favorite events are coming up this summer, so make sure to use code HTS at SeatGeek for $20 off of your first purchase.
All right, cool. After a very eventful break, we are back with more sports content. We're making our own sports content, but not for this kind of page, if you know what I'm saying. No. That couch had a wrestling match. I think Brady won.
I'm not sure there's a thing about it.
I would have to give the nod to Brady for sure.
I get a double nod.
Is that your second loss to him?
In a row.
In a row?
In a row.
No.
Because
No.
his birthday. Because of one of the odds.
No, you guys have wrestled here since then.
No.
Yes.
No.
No, Brady and Leo wrestled,
Oh, wait. Yeah, you're right.
and Leo choked him illegally. So
Yeah.
that one was a tie.
That was just a no contest.
That's the same thing.
Yep.
Is this a different trade or did my phone just not update? Oh no, it just went through. Okay.
Or their trade goes through in 4 hours.
Anyways, football.
Which
Should
part
we
do you
start
want to
with
cover?
fantasy football or do we want to start with actual football?
Let's do fantasy football so we can all be depressed after talking about
All
fantasy
right,
football.
fantasy football. Josh Dobbs is still a stud, apparently. So he's kind of the pickup of the year right now, other than like Puka Nacua for weeks 1 through 4, 1 through 5, something like that. I thought I had a scheduled bye this week. I'm not going to get too into detail, but because Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and Gabe Davis is apparently not a competent offense, which my opponent had all 3 of them down by 30 points. Yeah, I was up 30 going into Monday Night Football, and it was Cortland Sutton versus Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and Gabe Davis. I took home the dub this week. And now I think I'm number 1 in the league.
Yes.
At 7-3?
Yeah, because you're the one with 7-3 record.
Let's go, baby. So that was supposed to be my scheduled loss, and we took the dub. Sorry, Carson.
But
I lost last week. Trevor Lawrence sucks at football. He has no idea how to play. Granted, they were playing the 49ers, but if PJ Walker can beat the 49ers, Trevor Lawrence should be able to beat the 49ers.
Join the dark side, Clayton.
Yeah, I hate everything and everybody.
Year is real.
He sucks, and I'm on a 2. Last week, I'll take the L because I had a bunch of buys, but I needed to win this week, and I didn't. So
You also had Travis Etienne, who also sucked.
yeah, they both played like trash. I'm playing Brady this week, so that should be an easy W, but you never know.
You'd like to think so, wouldn't you?
Oh, no, he has star receiver Dalton Kincaid now, so you better watch out.
Yeah, that's facts,
Going on the
Brady.
fact that I've won my last 2 matchups. Played well.
Yeah, Brady, I'm really scared about Christian McCaffrey going up against Tampa Bay's defense. Yep.
I'd be scared. He's getting a touchdown this week, guaranteed.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
gonna say, speaking of Christian McCaffrey, he broke his touchdown streak last week.
He did. They gave him the ball 4 straight times on 1st and goal from the 5 or something, or 3 straight times.
Yeah.
1st and goal from the 5. Didn't get it.
Didn't get it.
McCaffrey will probably still play well. The Bucs have actually been good against the run this year, though. But
Yeah, but it's
imagine
Christian
he'll play
McCaffrey.
well.
He's
He's still a
Yeah.
receiving back.
that too. And Brock Purdy was back to his beautiful check down ways.
I don't know if I
Yeah,
call
speaking of
checkdowns.
checkdowns,
Well, I mean, the George Kittle pass was only like 10 or 15 yards, right?
His touchdown was 66 yards.
But most of it was yak. Yards after catch.
It was like a 30-yard pass downfield.
I don't think it was.
It was
that
a
far.
sideline catch.
Yeah, but I don't think it was that far.
It was definitely more than 10 or 15.
Somewhere in the middle. It was probably more than 10 or 15. It was probably 20 to 30.
Yeah, it was just Brock Purdy last week was super weird because everybody but McCaffrey scored. Fullback
said
Kyle
who, to Kittle?
Juszczyk. What?
To Kittle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good old Debo.
Debo scored a rushing touchdown. Their fullback Kyle Juszczyk scored a receiving touchdown that was 20 yards, a 20-yard pass. And Ayuk also scored.
That was like 20 yards in the air, probably.
We'll call it even.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the
Yes.
middle.
It's a tough.
20 to 25.
Yeah. But still, not trying
Isaac,
to
how'd
do
you do
much.
last week?
I beat Leo and CD Lamb pretty much manhandled Leo.
Yeah.
Yep. Elam
Yeah.
went off to Leo's happiness and demise.
Richard, what you got for
Dak
us?
went crazy.
I beat back to last week. I just barely snuck one out, won by 6 points. But almost our entire teams had played either at 9:30 or 1 o'clock. So after the 1 o'clock slate, it was literally Austin Eckler versus John Dodson.
What a matchup.
But I was looking back and I were looking back through his team, and like 2/3 of his team had been on my team at one point in the year.
He also owns half of the Steelers' offense. And if you're
Yeah.
going to own an entire offense, why would you choose the Steelers?
Yeah.
Fandom.
7, 8,
Awful
9.
at fantasy.
He had
That's called
9
being a
players.
homer.
He had 9 of his 15 players on his roster had been on my team at one point in the year or another.
Bless you.
Thank you.
We didn't hear it, but we saw it.
No, I survived the Mike Evans following stuff, and then Brewers get old mega pass.
Yeah.
Like those teams actually been playing well recently too.
Has it been stacking up W's?
Generally,
What is generally? What is he? 4 and
I mean, he'd
5?
won his
4 and
last
6?
2 or 3 in a row. He's 4 and 6. Did I beat him? There's a lot of 4 and 6, and then there's Patrick at the bottom.
And I play Patrick this week. Thanks, Patrick. Appreciate it. No, I'm gonna lose this week. You just watch. It'll happen.
I'm playing
Hey.
Peyton.
Carson lost to Peyton.
Half of Patrick's team is on bye this week, though. But I think he has a full lineup in. So shout out to him.
Sort of.
Well, all the spots are filled
Yeah.
with players actually supposed to play.
Yeah.
For now. We'll see. So yeah. Actual football.
Richard, I want to start with you.
No, I want to start with the Dolphins.
No,
Don't go to me.
Did you see Tua's braids?
No,
It looks awful.
I believe that.
I can't
Nothing-
even picture him with braids. That's got to look
Exactly.
terrible.
That's it.
And they're not even, it's not even like a few braids. It's like really tight cornrows together
Oh,
all the way back. And I mean this in the least racially motivated way, but I just don't like the braid style in general. I feel like anytime an athlete goes to like braids or twists, it just doesn't look good.
I don't know if I'd say that.
Other than like Josh Hart when he was doing when he had like the New York logo in his braids, that was pretty sick. But like when Ant went to the twists from his like mini fro, didn't like it. Jay McDaniels went to the twists, didn't like it.
I don't know if I'd say racially motivated, but it's just more of like an appearance taste type of deal.
Well, yeah, but white guys can't do it. So,
And they should.
Yeah, we can.
all right. Well, show up
Yeah.
to the next pod with that's true because
What? I'm not. I can't. I'm legally not allowed to grow my hair out that long. That seems like a good Richard thing to do.
He's getting his haircut in a week. No, thank you.
I mean, he could do it.
you can get it done right now.
I
It's
probably
it's
could.
been long enough.
I probably could. No, it'll all fall out. It's fine.
But yeah. Anyways, some reporter said he looked like Drake today. He was not impressed. Or maybe it was yesterday. Tua. It's gonna be really
Richard,
funny
I
if he
need
took
to
his
know
hair
your
out of his braids,
thoughts.
like,
Oh,
the
yeah.
next day. He's like, nope, that was
He goes, no, I don't need that. I don't need the Drake curse in my life. Thank you.
he broke that with Argentina. Doesn't matter
Yeah,
anymore.
and then it picked right back up.
Not important.
He ruined Shohei Ohtani, Matt. He ruined him.
Didn't he get like some big fight wrong too
Yeah,
after
I
that?
think so. But no, the man wore a Shohei Ohtani jersey, and then Shohei blew out his UCL. Like 3 days later.
Yeah. And back. You know what else is back? The Madden curse.
True.
But Clayton, you can go to where you wanted to go to. instead.
Oh, I would love to hear Brady's thoughts on the Patriots after last weekend.
Mac Jones got benched right before 2
minutes again,
in which he had successfully completed before. There's been like 94 different reports, literally just today. There's been Mac has lost the locker room. There's been
Mac still have the locker room.
There's been Mac still practicing with the first teamers. There's been Mac is going to be demoted to third string, and Will Greer and Bailey Zappi are going to battle it out. There's been Bill Belichick's going to be the head coach and GM somewhere else next year, and the plan is to keep him and get an offense. There's the rumor that the plan is to start completely over. My plan is I'm just going to stop watching football.
So your team is in shambles.
Apparently, we are also now the betting favorite to be Caleb Williams' next team.
Good luck.
Yeah, I don't want Caleb Williams.
I don't know if I would even want Caleb Williams.
I either want Mac Jones or Drake May. One of the or maybe give me Michael Penix. One of the three. If we're drafting a quarterback, it either needs to be Penix or Drake May.
Well, it's looking like you guys' pick is going to be high enough that you could probably figure it out.
Yeah.
You could also probably trade next year for disgruntled superstar Josh Allen.
I think we disgruntled superstar Stephon Diggs. Yeah.
No, just his brother's disgruntled. His brother tweeted that he needs to get out.
Oh, I know. I've seen all of it.
Well, when his quarterback has led the league in interceptions over the last 6 years, like the dude is literally the reincarnation of Brett Favre.
I'll buy it.
Yeah, I'm in.
Like, there's nothing else that could be said there.
Him and Jameis Winston.
Yeah. But overall, Brady, I'm not going to lie. Like I've said before, it sucks. Being a fan of a terrible team is terrible, and it doesn't get any better. I promise. It gets worse, if anything.
It's got to get worse before it can get better.
Well, Clayton,
however,
things are only going to get better or worse this week because we played the Giants after this week.
I wasn't done. However, it could always be worse, theoretically. You guys have at least won games. It could be worse.
Yeah, we could be the Giants.
Yeah, you guys did beat the Bills. So
yeah,
that's so.
I don't understand why they benched losses. Like I mean, Mac had literally done the exact same thing against Buffalo. Like again, we had scored against Buffalo and we hadn't against the Colts, but like, it's the principle. He's done it before. He arguably is the best chance we would have had to do it again, rather than fake Spike Zappy. Fade away back is better because all of our quarterbacks are just garbage. All of them. Literally.
Just play Zeke at quarterback.
No, we play Zeke at center, actually.
I've heard that doesn't work. I heard it one time, but it was pretty conclusive.
I mean, it worked pretty well.
Did it?
Rooting against Dallas, yeah.
I was thinking him at center.
No, I know. What you said. It worked pretty well for me rooting against Dallas. Was where I was going with that. That's fine. You get
you get one for that. That was dumb.
Can you give Isaac a mark for challenging me and still losing?
No.
Boring.
No, we cannot.
Doesn't have to do with the podcast. No, because we like the challenge. And he's won more times than you. So if anything, you would get a good. He wouldn't get a bad. What do you mean? He always dominated you.
Not first.
Yeah, first.
No.
And now you've gotten
You won the first one match and then got dominated for like 4 years after that.
You guys are misremembering, but it's fine.
No, we're not. No, we're not. All right.
Don't pretend like you even remember over there.
What? I remember kicking your butt. You've never beat me.
I wasn't talking about you.
No, he's talking about Isaac.
Oh, okay. You looked in the direction of the camera, and I was like,
we fought twice, and both times you have beat me. I admit to that because you were next to impossible to take down. So
that's not true.
Yeah, he just squirms too much. Like
you just have no technique to do it.
How do you say it? It's a lot harder to do to Clayton what I did to Isaac. You can literally just throw him around the room.
Well, yeah, that's because you guys do the big guys where you just wrap each other up, and then whoever is strong enough to get the hip toss wins.
Yeah.
HTS Fight Series 1, Dean versus Bame. Isaac, what are your thoughts on the Browns this week overall?
Well, the big
Cool.
news: Deshaun Watson's having season-ending surgery.
Let's talk about Sunday before we get to that.
Okay. Well,
No. Let's stick with that. Let's stick with that.
no, shut up.
You
Sean-
shut up,
again.
Richard.
Deshaun
I still
Watson
think our
looked
quarterback
awful in the
situation
first-
is better than yours.
Deshaun Watson looked
I didn't
awful in the first half. Then second half, he was 14 for 14 and let him come back wing drive.
With a broken shoulder. That's kind of impressive, honestly.
No, he
Yeah,
probably
he
broke
started-
it afterwards.
Started 6 for 20, ended 14 for 14.
Yeah.
One of my buddies at work won $150 on Sunday because the Browns came back to win to make his 14 parlay hit.
Yeah, the Browns literally led for 0 minutes and 0 seconds of that game. It's still
Yep. And one.
Go Browns, baby. I never gave up. I was texting in our group chat the whole time. Go Browns.
Yes.
Yes, every
Never
time
gave
something
up.
went wrong. And the pick six. Go Browns. Go Browns.
I said great stuff. I texted my dad, go Browns after the pick six, and then I texted my dad, go Browns after we won. So doesn't matter. But today, like Isaac said, Deshaun Watson announced that he was having season-ending surgery to repair his shoulder. And they also came out and said that DTR is starting on Sunday, and I am going to the game this Sunday.
Clayton, before I give my opinion, what do you think of it?
Which part?
Our
Yeah.
ceiling might be higher with DTR, but our floor is way lower. And at this point, I think it's more about having a high floor. Like our defense is good enough to keep us in games. We gotta at least hold the fort down. It's not like we have a mid defense and we need to score a bunch of points. So I'm not super thrilled. I don't like that we're putting him out there with TJ Watt on the horizon with both of our tackles gone. That's just a recipe for disaster. So
They just trust him to run away more than they do PJ Walker.
Honestly, if DTR just uses his legs, he has a chance.
yeah, but
If he goes look one, look two, run, they might be okay.
yeah, that's a
Especially with
big
as
might,
bad
though.
as the Steelers' offense is in general.
Yeah. My opinion on DTR is I think if he looks really bad again, I think Spansky will do the right thing and put Walker in.
Oh yeah, he'll switch mid game if he has to.
I would hope so.
But my thought behind Thompson is he only got like an hour's notice or two before he started his first game against the number 2 defense in the league. So therefore,
Behind, of course, your Cleveland Browns, but continue.
yeah. So giving him a full week to get prepared, I would like to see what he can do before I turn the page.
That's fair. Well, you're not turning a page one way or the other, technically, because he's supposed to be the third string.
And you can also still root for Jared Goff. So
All right. Well,
Here we go again.
Don't worry. Like I
Did it
said,
ever
the
stop?
Browns quarterback situation is still better than the Patriots, so I'm
Every
not that
time the
worried.
season starts, the Browns have a song and says,
I mean, he's not wrong.
"Here we go again."
wow, you admitted it too?
I admitted it last
Brady's finally given up on Mac Jones. We broke him.
time. I didn't. I mean, yeah.
Shut black.
Nah, screw it. It's not. The fight just isn't worth it.
I don't really have too much from the rest of the
There's a lot
week.
of fights.
It seemed like a lot of the teams that were supposed to win won,
Yeah.
other than the Texans. Did you guys see some dude won $6 million
Yeah.
off a 4-leg parlay last weekend in Florida?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he put down $500K. That's why the hit was so big.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
He had the Texans money line. He had Devin Singletary anytime. Devin Singletary above like 100 rushing yards or whatever it was.
50. It was 52.
Was it 50? He had like 150, didn't he, or something stupid
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was the over on total points.
So shout out to that guy. I also saw that some dude turned $50 into $50K last night, picking 11 college basketball spreads correctly.
Dang.
Nice.
I used a bonus bet for a 14-leg parlay Sunday, and I 11 out of the 14 legs hit.
What would it have made?
Like $150. But one of the legs it didn't hit was a Christian McCaffrey touchdown. So
That's a tough
That's
look.
supposed to be the easy one.
I said I needed 13 more yards from Hopkins, one more reception from Rashad White, and a McCaffrey touchdown. That was what I needed.
I had one the other week. Check this one out. I had it was when the Texans played the Bucks that week. I had Baker Mayfield to throw at least one touchdown. CJ Stroud to throw at least one touchdown. Lamar Jackson to throw at least one touchdown. And Alvin Kamara anytime touchdown. Baker and Stroud both got theirs within the first 7 minutes of the game. Lamar didn't throw a single touchdown that game, but Tyler Huntley threw one after he was out. And that was the week that Keaton Mitchell had 180 yards or something like that, and Gus Edwards had 100 yards and a touchdown, and then Alvin Kamara had 140 all-purpose yards and no touchdown. I thought that one was gonna be so easy to hit. He was nope, 2 out of 4. I was like, I don't get football. Lamar didn't even rush for one that game either.
Nope, he did not.
Shout out CJ Stroud for entering his name in the MVP candidacy.
Yeah, I mean he's up there.
Looking like him.
CJ Stroud beat the Bengals for the Browns, and now the Bengals need to beat the Ravens, and we need to beat the Steelers.
Simple as that.
First place.
We had the Deshaun Watson conversation earlier in the group chat.
Deshaun Watson. What about it? Just that he's done for the season?
No, that the Browns could have not traded for him.
Yeah.
Your brother texted me and goes, really? They didn't trade for Deshaun Watson. The Browns could have had CJ Stroud. First off, no.
That's not how that works.
I was gonna say
Exactly.
no.
That was the Texans pick that they used to take CJ Stroud.
That's what I said. And he goes, but and I was like,
No.
no.
And Baker would have kept us out of the basement enough to where we wouldn't have been high enough to get him.
No.
But also, would the Texans have drafted a quarterback if they had Deshaun Watson?
That's fair.
He would have been traded either way.
Says who?
But some
He
other
would've
really
let them trade
desperate team would have traded up to get him.
True.
It would have been the ages-old Browns debate of, well, we have Baker Mayfield. Should we trade? That's exactly what would have happened.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
But the only other thing I have is moods at an all-time low in Bowling Green. They blew an 18-point halftime lead because Scott Loeffler doesn't know how to run an offense, and I don't think any head coach ever should call their own plays. It's stupid. I don't like that Stefanski does it. I don't like that Loeffler does it. Any of the above.
I agree.
At one point, we were up 6 with 5 minutes left, and we called 3 straight pass plays with our backup quarterback in the game. Didn't get a single one and ran 10 seconds off the clock. So great job there, Loeffler. And today he said the kids played their tails off, and the coaches coached a great game. No, you didn't coach a great game. You lost the game, you idiot.
You coached a good 3
my
quarters.
Gosh, take some accountability for your actions. I'm so tired of coaches not taking accountability for themselves at least a little bit. It's giving me Freddie Kitchens vibes, and I don't like it. When he was like, oh, I don't coach penalties. Yeah, it's your team, you moron. Figure it out.
Tell us what.
Connor Bazelak was literally him, though. He threw for 350 yards or something like that. He had 225 at half. We were rolling, and then we got so afraid of losing that we stopped trying to win. We were just playing to the end of the game instead of trying to win. I'm so tired that moron Scott Loeffler blowing big games at home. We got embarrassed by you on homecoming. We lost to our biggest rival by 1 point at home. That cannot happen. Under no circumstances can that happen. I would rather go 1-11 but beat Toledo than be bowl eligible. I said it. I would rather go 1-11, beat our biggest rival, who's supposed to be really good, than be bowl eligible. At least I would rather go 5-7 and not make a bowl game but beat Toledo. Doesn't matter. I hate you, Scott Loeffler. Figure it out. I don't actually hate you, but you got some soul searching to do for sure.
Right now,
I'm very irritated with your play calling. Goodness gracious. All right, I'm done.
Solid rant.
Hot take: Scott Loeffler only has a job because you beat Minnesota. Anyway, 2.
No, hot take: Scott Loeffler only has a job because he beat Toledo last year. If we would have lost that game, we would have fired him because we wouldn't have been bowl eligible.
Fair.
Yeah. 2. If Ohio State went 1-11 but beat Michigan, would you be okay?
What? Yeah, because I don't really care that much about Ohio State football anymore.
All
We
right,
talk about this at the apartment all the time. I'm less of an Ohio State fan now because we play them and stuff.
Well, yeah, because you actually go to a D1 school. We go to
Yeah.
schools that sports don't actually matter.
Granted, it's a small D1 school, and I still root for the
Sports
Buckeyes. Obviously, that's not what I'm saying, but like, I'm not as invested of a fan as I was like when I was in high school.
Yeah, that's fair.
I still want them to succeed and do well as long as they're not playing BG. But Ohio State hockey can suck a fat one, and I will stand by that. So
hey, Clayton, you know who can jump in the Ohio State hockey boat? Defiance.
yes,
You get wrecked,
All right.
Defiance.
Yeah, I don't care too much about my school sports,
Nope.
That's the only event I care about the entire year is when we play Defiance.
and
No,
it
it's
matters even less now because shout out to my pops for retiring from coaching officially.
is he officially done?
Congratulations. Yes. Yep.
Now
Well,
you
man-
don't clap. Are you kidding me?
Is their season? Oh, whoops.
Yeah, they're
I
done.
was yelling at ice.
They're done?
Yeah, they've been done for a few weeks.
Okay. What made him want to step away? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, you could ask him, but just in general, he's been slowly working away from it. Time for new stuff.
Right.
So he's been doing it for a while.
More songs.
Potentially, I'll start pushing him to make his next album.
Dude, he should feature us in one of his songs.
Beat me to it.
Well, never mind.
Hey, the
That's not
birthday
happening.
bomb rap can go at the back of his album. That can be the bonus feature.
Call him right now.
No, I'm gonna get a text when he listens to the episode anyways.
Hopefully, he has the same feelings about BG football as I do, as a fellow Falcon.
Yeah, because that's what he's gonna text Matt about.
I bet if I asked him what was going on yesterday, there's no shot he was gonna say the Battle of I-75. So I don't think he cares that much. Plus, he met his wife at Ohio State, so he cares about them too. So
Oh,
wait a minute. This guy. Do you have anything else to talk about?
I think you just booed your parents.
oh, I watched the
Well-
Red Wings beat the Blue Jackets live and in person. That felt really good.
We suck. I hate our coach.
Yeah. His feelings are
Adam Fantilli did have a goal though. It was kind of cool to see that.
Hope.
The guy they just drafted, he won the Hobie last year, and he played college hockey at Michigan. So
Okay, boo.
He's gonna be a stud.
yeah, he just needs more time
Michigan
to
hockey is
develop.
the only team I actually accept players from because that's who's made my franchise even decent. Matty Beniers, you're a legend.
Boo.
But everybody else in Michigan can boo.
Anyone who plays hockey in Michigan or is affiliated with them, boo.
Oh,
And if you're from Michigan State, you just don't even deserve to
You
anyway.
just booed down
We-
Dylan Larkin.
You guys just
what? He's
say he just booed the entire Red Wings organization, including the Walleye.
yeah.
It's
Well,
like didn't even
doesn't matter.
Detroit's in Michigan. All right. He said doesn't matter. Doesn't count. Cut that.
Cut it out.
Doesn't matter. Dylan Larkin will step out and beat the crap out of Adam Fantilli any day of the week. It doesn't matter.
I don't know who that is, but okay, I agree.
Yeah.
Stop it. Whatever.
Did I care?
It's true.
No, our coach benched our.
Ask me what the Blues record is this year.
Hey man, what's
Trash.
the this year?
Not a freaking clue. I think we've won 6 games.
Yeah.
Our coach benched Shining Goudreau, and
It's
I'm
8.
like,
I was close.
you're stupid.
8, 5, and 1. I'll take it.
Fire him right now.
There's really like not much parity in hockey right now, is
No.
there?
No.
The Bruins are the best, the Golden Knights are the best, and everybody else is just trying to keep up.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right,
Pretty
cool.
much.
The Red Wings are off to a good start, but they just need to keep doing what they're doing. They'll actually make it back to the playoffs.
Blue Jackets
and the
doing
Rangers
same
and
old,
Stars.
Same old.
There is one thing.
Losing in OT.
Oh, and the Sharks are trash. We forgot
That's all I
about
was
that.
gonna highlight.
Yeah, that too. I think they're worse than us.
They are the
They
worst
started
team in the league
0-10.
by a relatively wide margin.
Not too bad.
All right. Is that a podcast?
Yep.
I think it's
It's in the
podcast.
podcast.
All right. I'll wrap us up. This concludes Hot Take Sports episode 114. Man, we've done 114 of these things. Make sure to follow us on all our social medias at Hot Take Sports 16. Go check us out. Give us your best hot take. I do have one more thing. Shout out to Alex Pereira and Tom Aspinall from last weekend, UFC 295. Both knockout wins.
Pause.
Shout out Columbus Crew for beating Atlanta.
That's true.
Yeah, don't suck against Orlando. Woo!
Yep, they have Orlando the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So they have a little bit of time off, which is good. Rest up, heal up, that kind of thing. But I promise we're done with sports content now. Make sure to use code HTS at SeatGeek for $20 off of your first purchase. I used code HTS to save $20 for my Red Wings tickets last weekend. Got great seats, great views, and watched a Red Wings W. So make sure to use code HTS at SeatGeek. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you all next time.